Hello. I got Jack's, or no, I was supposed to say Jack's Abbey. Josephsbrau. It's Trader Joe's Oktoberfest. And it's a German style lager. They call it a lager. That's good. The days of Oktoberfest being ales are kind of done, except for probably um, harpoons. I think there's still an ale. Just because they don't list ale or lager on it, they say Oktoberfest beer. But this one I'm reviewing because it's probably accessible to a lot of people if you have a Trader Joe's around you. Most of them sell alcohol, depending on what state you're in. And I had this and I thought it was pretty weird. Some of my friends really didn't like it. One thought it was okay. I don't usually review beers on here that I know or think are kind of bad, but I thought it'd be good to delve into it. And I've had some like cheap, more mass-produced Oktoberfests, like from Genesee and Yingling. And those ones aren't great, but they're not bad. But this one just seemed like something's messed up there. And this glass was not super clean. But maybe it's a little bit too red for an Oktoberfest. I don't know. I guess a lot of Märzen. It's definitely a Märzen style. It's 5.3% alcohol. And they list dark roasted Munich malt, which I don't know why they say dark roasted. Why don't they just say Munich malt? I mean, Munich malt is not that dark. Like, I don't quite get it. And Hallertau hops, they actually list them on there from Germany. The best by date on this is, I didn't even look at it, it's April 14th next year. Product of USA, brewed in California. A lot of their crafty beers and just their house brand beers used to be brewed in Monroe, Wisconsin. But yeah, it just doesn't smell like an Oktoberfest. It smells, yeah, too much char and like bitterness, and but then like caramel, just straight up caramel syrup. Maybe it was just not a good clean lager fermentation. That's what is just kind of messing everything up. But it doesn't smell like, I've been drinking Oktoberfest. It doesn't smell like any Oktoberfest I've had this year. And maybe it does smell closer to a red ale. It's kind of sharp and metallic, oddly bitter, and like nutty. Tastes like it has like hazelnut flavoring and caramel flavoring. Though I'd be really surprised if it has that. And it almost seems like there's diacetyl in here, butterscotch type stuff. It doesn't have the slick flavor. And it's just surprisingly, it's just like too bitter and dry, even though it has these weird sort of sweet like aromas. It's just not a pleasant drinking experience, and a little like medicinal cough syrupy, just not right. It could be that there's several bad things happening here. Maybe I'm getting some of that grainy off flavor. I forget all the names of the off flavors, but I've tasted a bunch of like ones sent from labs where you just like can dose your beer with an off flavor to really get to the bottom of it. This one is like, I can't remember the name of it. It's not acetaldehyde, I don't think. Maybe I'm getting a little green apple in there now when I think about it. That's what acetaldehyde is, kind of. Man, I need to go back and learn more about my off flavors. But there's stuff going on in here. Maybe more than one off flavor that's really throwing things off. Just weird how bitter it is. Like for a Märzen that's this red and smells sweet, it's just so dry. Maybe there is a little bit of a slickness diacetyl wise. Diacetyl is like an off flavor that's kind of it's just literally fake butter flavor they use in movie theater popcorn and stuff. But man, I wouldn't recommend drinking this unless you're like already drunk or your palate's shot or something, because this is almost a drain pour for me, and it's not like I've had worse, but it's just not a pleasant drinking experience. Like it makes you do this face, like. um, Maybe that's the big thing is the dryness and the like graininess, like wet, wet grain, wet stuff that's kind of fermenting in the way you don't want it to. I don't know. That's how medicinal and dry it is. Cherry cough syrup comes in, makes me think of it, and bitter. Like it shouldn't be that bitter. Like no, this is a 2.3 from me, or something like that. 2.3 out of 5. Never going to buy this beer again. And so, a lot of the Trader Joe's house brands are not bad, but this is bad. Bye.